So today we're talking about the rank 2 player in the world, rank 1 EU player right now. 72 and 34, decent win rate obviously, and it's Doodlewin. I know Doodlewin as a psycho that used to play in OCE tournaments from Europe. And if you didn't know, the OCE to Europe connection is probably the second worst you can have. It would be the worst distance-wise, but for some reason I think the routing to Latam South is completely fucked. But, you know, routing to EU, it's normally like 380 to 450 ping from Australia. I think opposite way, I think the Europeans have a better routing system than what our ISPs do. So he used to play in Australian servers for gems, in the 2v2s and like the dual tournaments and stuff like that. So I actually have been able to play against him, I think once. I only played once, I think. What I know about him other than that, he was a EU SEC player. I haven't done like homework before starting recording. He was SEC in the previous year, like the last year of Smite Competitive. Before that, I'm unsure what his competitive history looked like. I'm unsure if he has a positive reputation within Europe. I know that his comp team, I think, didn't have like the best reputation, but I might be completely wrong. And that's not talking about the last year team, but his previous iterations. But anyway, I thought he was a solo laner, and it looks like he, you know, still does dabble in his main role, but also plays jungle when need be. And then recently he's been playing a bit of ADC, and I wonder if he's done that transition just to shit on everyone or not. But I'll see you when we get in game. All right, off we go with Doodlewin on Hachiman. If we look at the lobby, it's actually a pretty big lobby. Biggie Doinks was also quite highly ranked before he got drunk one night and Q'd Azriel, French Emperor, Gunther, all EU SEC players. Unsure if Xylox is a Smurf or if it's just an EU ranked player. On the other side, he's laning against Seagull and Genetics. Seagull, a solo laner. Genetics, obviously, just Genetics. And Genetics is playing Morrigan. Honestly, it's not the worst Morrigan game. Like, he has a Darji, he has a Hades to turn to. He also has Chronos late game. So there's a bunch of options that the Morrigan's able to do, but just early game, he gets rolled due to buying Blink. So, like, Genetics does these things in a purely limit testing setting, but like Morrigan support with Blink is just costing this lane already, right? 30 seconds in. And we'll see how the best European player on the server is able to capitalize, right? I do expect this to be a very aggressive lane. Chronos very hard to, honestly. Most ADCs have an unfun time into Hachiman, whether that being Hachiman just stalling out the lane or Hachiman just running you down. Either or, both I find unfun. I didn't keep going with the blue team power names, but Biggie Doinks, I said, used to be highly ranked. Ragnar is a name I recognize as well. I thought Ragnar was an ADC main. I just know him as a name in the higher MMR lobbies for EU. Genetics, zero respect. Like, what the fuck is he actually doing? I wonder what time this was played. So this was played 4 hours ago. I'm gonna look up. I'm looking it up right now. Like, I don't. This would have been played at around like 2:30 AM, I think. This game. So hopefully the last game of many people's night. So that's the kind of game we're expecting here. 2:30 AM. Ranked queue in EU, but it won't deter Doodoo. I wonder what time he was playing these OCE tournaments. It would have been around this time, to be honest. He would have been playing nighttime OCE tournaments at like 6 PM, which is right now. So he would have been playing tournaments at 3 AM on 400 ping. And tell you what, someone with a lot of experience at 3 AM, 400 ping, it stinks. Absolutely sucks. But that's just the mental that you need to get. Blue team did get it. Blue team did get it. But I was saying, you know, that insane mental of just playing Smite for the love of the game is what you need to be rank 1 in the world, right? Or he's rank 2 in the world, but rank 1 at EU. What this also does is it allows us to kind of compare. Like, I made a video about the state of NA server being very bad. It was like the Jangaroo POV, but it just turned into like a meme game. And I'm wondering if, you know, the rank 1 EU player is also going to have the same issues. So far everything's completely normal. Like, yes, genetics is inting, but if it wasn't genetics on Morrigan, it's just some idiot support anyway. You know what I mean? But I wonder if genetics was streaming this game and was also like commenting how he hasn't fucked the lane state and how it's Chronos' fault or something. I don't know. I doubt he's able to. This one's 100% his early game mess up. One thing I like with Totem is what they did there. Totem with Meteor is the ADC grabs all the cookies, as one says, and then the that's a bit rude. And then the support player takes the scepter. He's literally not moving due to Chronos BM. Honestly, oh wait, what am I doing? Guys, why did nobody say anything? Come on. Huh. I just had a weird little hang on moment. Jotuns? Could Jotuns be a good ADC item? It is so cheap. Just has no attack speed, obviously. No, he's the fast answer. Honestly. Dude, I think I'm about to go on an ADC Jotun's arc just to keep the games a bit spicy. He backs for Devloves. Ults to lane. Finally, a bit of weird stuff. Genetics getting the kill on French Emperor in mid with double Daji pressure. So, the pick has finally done something. Now, Chronos does have his book finished too, so this lane isn't, honestly, all that stompy. Level 7 versus level 7? No, Chronos is up good. What? Dude, genetics dying. Man, that's crazy. Dude, genetics dying, giving Chronos so much solo XP that it's actually worth it. Kind of disgusting. Kind of yucky. So let's actually just look in comparison. Look at this bar here, and then look at this bar here. Dude, it's a half a level because of all the solo farm. Although this is a lot of farm for Hachiman. Getting back even by doing his double camp. But Chronos doing mid camps too. Jesus Christ. That's kind of criminal that both of them just ate the entirety of that side of the jungle. And it looks like a little bit of aggression coming out. This can be a downside to ulti to this lane, but looks like he just gets to walk the tower. I'm not yawning at the gameplay. It was just a 35-degree day. Yeah. Very hot. Very, very hot. 35-degree day, and I had to ride bikes for like 3 hours. Not a good, not a good morning. Fafnir just being annoying. Good poke. Actually good poke by blue team. Oh, he does have Devglove's finish, remember, so sustain coming through. Damn. HP shred from Morrigan actually did a bit. Hey, what's the start of the Morrigan's gone? Sentinels. I like that. The reason I like that, mana sustain on these mage supports bit rough. So Sentinels. Probably the best mana sustain option you have outside of timeline, but if you go timeline, you're so far behind unless you get heaps of kills. Yada yada yada. Honestly, starter items are quite whack, in my opinion. Not a fan of them. Never have been. The best starter item moments was season... was it 4 or 5? Either or. Like the Boomba's mask with Swiftwing junglers, or the Bluestone Mark of the Vanguard stuff. Like 2 starter items, but you sell both of them anyway. You know what I mean? I think that was a cool time. I don't like the upgrade system we have. I think it's just a bit boring. Feels like you're only building 5 items, really. Because it's not a starter item, you know? It's also like late game super item too. Unfair. Not unfair, obviously everyone can do it, but it's not the funnest option. Speaking of options, he goes Failnot's second item. Now I don't mind Failnot in this vacuum circumstance of landing into a Chronos, as well as into a Darji. The cooldown is pretty important, that he's able to be on his horse as often as possible. So I don't actually hate it too much, because you are going to get the other stats eventually. You are going to get the attack speed, whether he goes chins or more crit, etc. XE can also wait, like it's not too important right now. And what's important is that he has some kill potential on Chronos, even if Chronos can just ult. But safety against Darji. And Failnot can be seen as a safety option. And there it is. So Failnot, 35 power, 20 crit, and also the 20 CDR. And the 20 CDR is kind of the same reason I was waffling on about Jotuns being okay. Maybe, potentially. 10% Fizzpen, also nothing to sneeze at. But we watch him rotate to mid. Will he just horse here? He should have just gone through mid wave, I think. That's very generous tanking. Go in. I hate it when people do what he just did. He just wasted how many? Like, we are going to watch it. We are going to watch it. Where the fuck is my mouse? I was hitting alt. But we'll go back. We'll watch him do his super rotation, super flank. And when the dive starts, he plays this really well. By tanking for the Thor over here. Tanking for the Fafnir to stun. He does leash when Fafnir is closest to the tower. That's how tower leashing works. Whoever's closest tanks it next, right? Tanks it next.
Double kill.
Then he's not diving again once he's re-leashed the tower to Fafnir. He's hitting the wave, and I don't know why. Like, this play's just weird. Just get in there and kill the Marty. Fortunate surrender vote comes out. Shark gets a super ult behind him. I don't mind the Bastion greed, and I don't mind that he just leaves. Honestly, resetting here is very, very strong. Just reset. Very good. He should have tier 1 item. He goes crit. Chalice too. Chalice is a bit interesting. I think that's a bit of a waste. He has crit lifesteal. Obviously lifesteal, when you crit, gives you a tiny bit more HP. But Chalice. Why Chalice? Why Chalice? Why Chalice? Why Chalice? I don't rate it. I don't think he's up against, like, a matchup that needs Chalice. Unless he's just planning to eat every Chronos one. And it looks like that's the plan. Alright, so he goes Chalice so he can eat every Chronos ability in the fucking game. Yeah, he played that fight kind of crazy. Just that whole phase of fighting where Chronos won him 3 times in one fight. On one wave. I shouldn't say in one fight. But in the window of one wave meeting and dying, he was Chronos won 3 times. Having to Aegis is bad, having to Beads is bad. Fafnir, honestly, to the rescue. Very good. He barely, like, missed any XP. I mean, gold. He didn't miss any XP. He'll have a 15-minute Demon Blade. Even pre that. But Demon Blade, this was 4 hours ago, so Demon Blade did get nerfed this patch. So, good poke. Now, does he have kill potential? Kinda. Kinda. He has Horse, so Kronos has to be a bit safe with his HP. Because, Fafnir is also coming over. Nice. Kronos should be dead here. It's a whatever dash. I was about to say, why don't you just do this first? Push the next wave, push the next wave. Do something. Alright, Gold Fury is fine as well. A lot of attack speed stim from Fafnir and Hachiman too. Very, very good. Catch the wave too, lose. He's not going to catch it, although that wave will shove into him. So, in a really min-max way, that is super optimal. And he does do the Wind Demon. That's crazy. So now the passive, you'll notice your critical hits provide you with 10% pen. Pre this patch, it used to be pen plus attack speed. So now it's missing out on some of that attack speed from Demon Blade. Wonder if he's just trying out how it feels. Obviously, it's going to feel worse. That's just how it goes. It also helps him with... This gives 10% pen, and now that gives 20% pen if he crits. So with a Dom, he's capped, right? Or you can overcap with Dominance, blah, blah, blah. But he's pretty happy in the pen department if he gets Dom. Someone on the blue team is unhappy. I don't blame them. Oh, super pen build. I kind of rate it into a mage with crit. No. I think this build is kind of conditional. 3 levels up on Kronos, he should just be blasting him, to be honest. Play a bit cautious here. 5 levels up on Martiferous. Bro, this Marty's not real. It looks like, I don't want to say he's panicking, but he's playing like he ain't used to knowing what to do. Like, what are you doing? Pick up an objective, force the fight. There we go. Grabs the bomb himself. Please back, man. Super shit fight in mid. He could have just guaranteed some money. Kronos catching up. No longer 3 levels down, only 2 levels down. It's a wave under tower. And it looks like it's a Deathbringer 4th. Sorry. Well, Hachiman. Kronos for some reason going Spirit Desolation. Oh, no. Just no. I don't see it. You're up against a Devglove Hunter. You should probably get a Divine Ruin. I know people hate Divine Ruin if you're a mage player. Don't know why. Especially into a Devglove Hunter. And even in mid, if you're up against one of these Bluestone, Trans, Jotun's Hunters, still get a Divine because Jotun's Vigor upgrade, disgusting. Only way you can't get a Divine is if you are a proc mage. Is that French Emperor? It is. Didn't need to press a button to see that. Unlucky. because he pressed 1. Bit too late. I would honestly want to fight this if I was him. Like, very obviously want to fight this. Like, this has to be the worst ult from Thor. What is going on? 230 EU also just as bad as NA. There's the hammer. Bonk. Colleen. Stefan not happy. There should be a wave into Gold Fury. Hades rotating to match the Chark rotation. No Gold Fury picked up. He is level 20. He does have enough money for starter item. I really want to see the back. Damn, this is a shit rotation.
Pissing shot.
Oh, he's gonna get the kill. Okay, what a weird fucking dragon.
Killing spree.
It's tier 2. It's not. It is. No one's looking at it. Back, please. Let Hades reset. Hades should just be backing straight away. Never mind. Hachiman gets the greed farm it up. What does he get here? About to say, his gold, once you have like over 1500, it's weird to stay on the map because you're just gonna be at a really awkward amount of money. So he backs, he gets his starter item, I'm sure. He doesn't get his starter item, he just goes straight for the multiplying crit. Maybe that's why he was staying on the map. He wanted to get 2150, I think it is. If you're at 1350 for tier 2 crit and then you get 2150, you're able to finish. That would make a lot more sense as to why he overstayed. And it paid off. Paid off in a vacuum. Well done. In that circumstance. Let's macro with it though. Let's get some shit going. You are God's gift to the game right now. Fafnir does pull Fury. Pull Fury, go straight to Pyro after this Fury, honestly. Don't go back to right, whatever you do, man. Skip the pause. Come on, let's get some action. Check the gold. He has it. Back. Yes, dude. Straight to fire. Please, straight to fire. Looks like it is going to be a straight to fire moment. Double relics are available. Oni waves are pushing all 3 lanes. Pick up Fire Giant. Don't think. Pick it up. Your team 7k up. Pick it up. Yes, dude. Finally. A tiny bit of macro. Just a morsel of macro. Fafnir is trolling. Hachiman, Martigris is dead. Shove down. Oh, there's no waves in left. Kronos gets to split push right as well. Hades should be backing for him. No one shoved a minion wave. That's why the wave states are kind of important. You can't do the stuff after the stuff, as I thought would say, but Dudu goes back to the tower. Thank God. Even Hades went over right, stopped the split push. This is a fake god that's in front of you right now. This Morrigan isn't real, so just ignore her. Clean, has the bomb, they reset. And then they all run right lane, right? They all run. So French. He's up to hunt. This is a bit of a fucking funny moment. please back. One distraction's all it takes for the backing to stop. Like, back and go right. Holy shit. Leader scale done. 50 power, 250 health, 250 hit, 250 health, 20 attack speed, plus a bunch of power. Alright. And then this looks like it is going to be a dom, so he's going to be cooking. Cooking as hard as I am right now in this fucking 40-degree weather. Takes a speed buff instead of attack speed buff. Not bad, his team is just shoving right side. He's grabbing the minion wave. I don't mind this, although I don't like it when you're behind a minion wave. As an ADC, like, you can't effectively use this minion wave because he's stuck behind it. So, what does he do? He's just going to say, let's wait for this wave, I think. No, yes. Confusing. So, honestly, it shouldn't be this one. It should also be this one, the next one that's coming, the 24-minute wave. But blue team are fighting outside of the bird. Chronosalt is a big tool to be down. Thor is mid, but Thor could also be left, I'm not gonna lie. Very clean, that's crit. That's just crit for you. Beads. Very well. Marty up in the sky. There is no tools that blue team have. Dargy ult does come up soon. They haven't 5-1'd too well, but being on a Hades team kind of means that you do want to 5-man. Also really grouped fight. Let's Hades do something, bro. Why is Adz not ulting? Adz, just go in. Is it a bug? I think it's a spectator bug. No, this isn't. We're not watching it be Azrael, but like, what's he fucking doing this whole time? Bit late, brother. Alright, all three birds down. Looks like it could be the end. Honestly, also looks like a fine reset angle. Yeah. For some reason, he's tanking Titan. They don't end. Margin goes big. You're out when you jumped in. And you relished Titan. Damn, that's bad discipline. What do you expect though? I'm sure red team will spawn, they'll do fire, and they'll win the game. Where is my Hachiman? There he is. He has Dom, full build. 10, 1, and 6. Very free game for him. Let's see him run over to... I don't know why he's power farming. I hate it. I actually fucking hate it. And I hate this too. If you're ever going to do something macro orientated, like a fire, like a bird, like a tier 1 tower, like a fucking... tier 1 tower doesn't count, but like anything that's big on the map. Like you're sieging and let's say Kronos is split pushing, don't send Hachiman back. If you're going to be doing FG, you don't want Hachiman in mid, and that's kind of in a traditional sense of like a very traditional comp with tank, assassin, mage, guardian, ADC. Obviously, if there's two ADCs, you have that leeway to be able to do that stuff and be a bit more flexible, but in a quote-unquote standard or traditional Smite game. Very cringe to have him in mid. All that power farming the right side jungle and getting a mid wave and playing for totem gets him this 3k pot. And this is the only place his entire team needs to be. Oh, that's so unlucky for Kronos. Good discipline. Wow. Good initiative as well. To know where Chronos would be. But yeah, why was red team not in left for quite a long time there? The power of crit and lifesteal gets him back to full HP. Just a fucking insane team fight, to be honest. Like, blue team fighting outside a bird, fighting probably one man down. Like, Marty, like, yeah, like, blue team fighting outside a bird, blue team taking the TP over to left. Everything there was just fucking awful. Just a bit of a stat pad. Stuck behind the Thorn. Come on. There we go. He found it. Oh, he's being a bit toxic. He's going for kills. Alright. That 14-1-6 is due to win. We'll have a quick look at... Damn. Oh no, there it is. Quick look at the stats. Move me. Look at the builds. Got a Void Shield on Fafnir at the end of the game. That's pretty cool. Honestly, Wind Demon here, probably not. If you want to do this kind of build, try Boomerang. Maybe. Might be better than Wind Demon. Maybe a bit more DPS. The pan is nice on Wind Demon, but I don't know. I think crit's a bit meh. Anyway, you could just do a normal build with just one Deathbringer in it, and it's completely fine. Interesting change here is Hades. Last Gasp. Where is he? Hades, Hades, Hades. It's not Last Gasp. I always call it Last Gasp. Rejuvenating Heart. They changed this to be 75% heal instead of like a 30% heal. Something of the like. Anything else interesting here? No. No Divine Ruin or Chrono sucked. Full cooldown on Morrigan support. You kind of need to do that. 2 and 8. Fucking rough game. For Genetics, standard Marty build. Pretty standard Daji build. No Transcendence, but a Beat Stick. Beat Stick, very important into Hades, so don't hate it. Pesty Rush for Chark. Honestly, all these builds are kind of good. I'm not sure about this Hades one, but I do agree in the theme of the build where you do have to go full damage Hades to do anything. If you go tanky Hades nowadays, you're kind of ruined. The Hades changed this patch, the reason it's probably being picked. He has 10% prop reduction in his ult now on his ulting targets, I'm fairly certain. So, decent Demon Blade test, I guess. That's what you get for being rank 2 in the world. He's only 50 points away from rank 1 too, so I think if he wakes up today and plays 3 games, he's probably going to be rank 1 in the world. It's that simple.